1 second. Evening. How are we? Just waiting till 7. We've got 4 or 5 people in. Evening. How are we? Hope you're well on this Monday night. Monday evening. Just thought I'd do this live from Poole, as it's a bit windy today, to go out jet skiing. How is everyone? A bit early yet. Not starting till 7. Yeah. Stormforce 10. 1880 was a bad year for storms. And believe it or not, where I'm sitting now, let me flip you around. Evening. Hello, how are you? Behind here is the RLNI head office. It's the college. And literally behind me, you'll see you can normally see loads of boats 1880 was a bad year for storm. One day we launched a lifeboat 4 times in 5 hours. Evening, City Eagle, how are we? But let me put you back that way. It's been reasonable. It's getting better. We're having another heat wave, aren't we? So by the end of the week, it'll be all back up to 30. But I'm only down here till Thursday, and then back to work. It's very windy today, but it's going to be less windy tomorrow. But I've already been out jet skiing today, in the middle of the day, which wasn't too bad wind-wise, and then the weather forecast did say it was going to pick back up again around now, and it's been quite windy. I don't think it's too bad to go on there, but it's just not ideal. There you go, you've got the seagulls up there. They've turned them on. There you go, they've turned the seagulls on. They don't always in the queue line for Storm Force 10. And he's not been knitting his neck for a while. So, I will have to go back to Drayton Manor. I might get you a cheeky little video soon. Maybe not in July. I might have July off, like I said. And then we'll get back to the videos in August. I don't really want you to see what's behind me, because it'll ruin the immersion of the Asda, you know, on there. Because here, look, I'll show you. There you go, evening, hello, how are you? 8 people. Just behind there's an Asda, so it obviously kind of detracts from the illusion that you're in a seaside and it's all lovely-dovely, and there's an Asda, you know. But we'll try and keep the imagination going, and it's all nice on the sea, and you've got tranquility. So we're nearly 7 o'clock yet, nearly there. See if we can get anybody else. 7 people. How's everybody else days been? Been alright? So, have another heat wave. Quite choppy. Choppy seas. There you go. So I'm glad I didn't go back out again tonight. So, best off not going out this evening. And I'll go out at some point tomorrow. I think it's about 9 o'clock when it's quite less windy. Low wind. That's a problem, it's not always guaranteed to have nice weather. Yeah, it's not quite warm enough. I'm in a t-shirt obviously in a minute, but I'm sitting in the shade trying to cut down on the wind noise, because I need a muff on my phone. So we're nearly at 7 o'clock. See if anybody else is going to join us. I did come on early, and I did say it was going to be on TikTok, but if I do it on YouTube Live, it will save it for the people that didn't manage to get us live. Evening, Elliot 1998. For some things there is no rational explanation. There is no way out. No happy ending to this story. Evening. So yeah, it's a bit blustery. It's just Elliot, my online name. There you go, I'll get it out. But it says on 1998, doesn't it? You'll have to amend it. But I bet you that one's taken. Already in use. And there you go. Yeah, it's been the same for years. It's alright, Poole's alright. Got Asda behind me. Let's flip you around, let's show you. Evening, hello, how are you? Asda's just behind there, but I don't really want to get rid of the immersion. So it's better this way. It's better this way. Oh, where are you? Hold on. Flip you around. There you go. There you go. Flip you around that way, because then you can see the sea. And then it looks a bit more tranquil, shall we say. There you go. How long have you been there? Just today. Just today, and then staying until Tuesday and travelling back on Thursday, sorry. So I'm here Tuesday, Wednesday. 2 more nights. 3 more nights, including tonight. And last time, not coming back down in August. Save some pennies, and holiday is quite tight. So last time. So yeah. Hello. Oh yeah. I'll flip you around. Yeah. Cut him. Well. There's not going to be much cracking off regarding theme parks as well. Between now and September, they're only going to be busy. So just try and keep it low key. Once we've done this trip, and that's it. Just chill until September. It'll soon be here. Got me Coke, but I think the names are finished, so you can't share a Coke, a carbonated beverage, with anyone else now. They've kind of finished. So yeah. So what's anybody else been doing today? Been chilling? What you been doing? I'll flip you around so I don't spoil the immersion, because it's all nice and tranquil. You can play this, can't you, when you're trying to get to sleep? Me rabbiting on. Breaker! No, you can't get to sleep yet. It's only 7 o'clock. So I hope you caught up with all the videos on the YouTube. There might be a short break. There probably will be a short break until at least August, for you to catch up if you haven't. Because obviously now I'm on travelling back from Birmingham. Travelling back from Birmingham has been long boating on the canals. There you go. So hopefully tomorrow and Wednesday will be quite, not much wind. It's going to be getting warmer slowly throughout this week. Evening. Chris Johnson's here. Evening. No relation. Evening, how are you? Anyone been on Toxicator yet with the fountains? Anyone been down to Alton Towers recently? And what do you think of it? Or what do people think? Is Merlin in trouble with the 400, nearly 500 million loss? Pre-tax profits or whatever it is. Pre-tax loss, obviously. Not looking good for them, is it? So yeah, and you've got Universal on the doorstep, within reason. It's picking up a bit now, the wind. Yeah, I think they'll start selling more attractions. Well, they've got to do something, but I do believe that our mark is to blame. But not themselves. Not bad. You might be going France in August. Watch WWE. Well, fair enough. Something to do, isn't it, Chris? But with Merlin, if they there's reasons for people not spending. You know, I mean, it's quite cheap evening. Here he is, Coaster Tog. What time do you call this? It's a Mr. Togman. I've been on since 10 to 7. Bedtime. 7:06. Yeah, let me just flip you around. There you go. There's the immersion gone for you. There's an Asda behind there, but I'll flip it the other way because I want it tranquil. You see, because obviously now we're on YouTube Live, we can play it back, can't you? It'll process it and keep it for the channel. I thought, oh, we've got 10 now. Evening, how are you? I'm waving and you're not even there. There you are. There you go. Evening, how are you? So, evening, CFDC Daniel. IIS. Evening, how are you? What do you think Merlin should do? Well, they just need to offer. Oh, here he is. Where is the tox? Oh yeah, no, there's a fine line. Apparently the wasparium hasn't got down here yet. But got the shirt on, so we're alright. It's off protecting. The shirt does the job. There you go. So I'll flip you back. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, there's something's got to give with Merlin, and it's a shame to see, because obviously it'll all be changes going forward. But I'm sure that probably next year will be fine. But going forward after that, whether they do that is another matter. You know, for the universal proposed hours, they've got to do that, because that is exactly they're doing the model that they're doing in Orlando. Because the way that they've announced Halloween Horror Nights dates, oh dear, hearing that Horizon has been fully cancelled and they're looking to sell towers. Evening, Dean. Evening, Mark. Well, the problem with towers is that the previous management have just... Here she is. £100 there. £100 there. Evening, Beth. £100 there. Now, yeah, with towers, they've let that rack and ruin. The previous management have just done nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's like, in one of my videos, I talk about the coach park. And they've left that 11 years since they last did that. And then, I mean, it wasn't this year, it was the year before. Then eventually they did it. Yeah, Toxicator is excellent now with the fountains. Got a headshot the other day. Yeah. I mean, for what the fountain package is, and what they've allowed it to happen to... what they've allowed that to happen, you know, you can tell it has been very heavily... restricted regarding the fountain package. I'll flip you around for a minute. So the fountain package on thingy, they don't want anything more. They do not want you going directly into them fountains with your face. You can tell that it's just bottom half, which again, if you watch the video, watch it on YouTube, it's on the channel now, it's just your bottom half, and obviously public might not want the trainers wet, and obviously that's almost a given. But at Aramark is literally, yeah, going back to towers, you know, if people aren't buying, or well, buying, yeah, it needs a toxic trainers warning. Yeah, but yeah, if people aren't buying, merch is probably alright. That's pretty much okay, because people buy the merch, don't they? They do try with that. That's internal. But ever since Merlin decided to get rid of and do everything internally, they just can't be bothered to do it. You know, obviously we got rid of KFC, they did all the internal brands, and sadly it's not paid off. Evening, Andrew. It's just not paid off because apparently they sold all the kitchen equipment to Aramark. So if they got rid of Aramark now, they've got to get the kitchen equipment back. And that's game over. They're not going to do it. What we got? Yeah. They just £100 there, yeah, Beth laughing. Need to bring back BK. Well, that's the only way of doing it. That's the only way. Hello, Beth's partner. Hello, evening, how are you? Yeah, that's the only way you got to do it now, is to get, you know, McDonald's in, Burger King, whatever, whoever. Have I gone? It's gone a bit dark. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I didn't know you could do that. Actually, you get the chat back. Oh, that's good. I thought once it's gone, it's gone. No, I can. You can. I'm okay. Thanks, Dean. I'm all right. I'm just at Poole at the minute. I can't see myself now because it's not. It's still there. Do you press it again and it's different? Fans of the channel. What's the water temperature? Oh, it was on the. It was on actually the on TikTok actually that there's a mini heat wave in the sea. Let me flip you around. Apparently it's 3 degrees. I think it's 3 degrees, or at least a degree hotter than it should be, and it is actually quite warm. To be fair, hotter than it has been in the last visit. So yeah, there's a mini heat wave in the sea. You know, that's the surface temperature, which is obviously not good for that. Surprised you're not seeing it at Towers. No, I only pop in. And then I disappear. When are you back at the magical resort? Oh, it'll be probably next week, to be fair. Smash that like button, yeah. Smash the likes. Got 4 likes. Richard Moores, evening. How are you? Oh, the wind's dropped down there. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know where we're going with you know, the Merlin Corporation and that, but they've just got to carry on, you know, as they are. It's weird how, you know, this impending thing. We all want them to succeed, you know. Do you think we'll get a Popeye Rapids? I wouldn't be surprised if there's no water rides in that play. There might be one, but they certainly won't get you wet. Fastest on the jet ski, 30 to 40, but I'm not very good at being fast. I don't want to be chucked off it. Indoor water ride maybe. Yeah. I mean, they've got the money to burn, haven't they? This is the thing. Can we go on a jet ski holiday, Sam? Water coaster, I reckon. Yeah, anything like a smash, a max splash, like Poseidon at Europa Park. That'll do. But they're a bit rickety, aren't they? They're not great. What is one ride we want to? Probably Velocicoaster. Go and see Claire Deering, Miss Boardroom, because Velocicoaster. Because Helix does seem a little bit flat now, because Helix was at one point quite, you know, my number 1 coaster. But because I've been going every year without fail, obviously to go on low-key as well, but shh, don't tell everyone that I'm going on low-key. It just seems, it's still nice, it's still a good coaster, Helix, but I think Velocicoasters overtook it. You coming to? Yes, I'll come and see your Eyes. I need to do a low-key. I need to do a construction update for Evictus. So I won't be far away from there. That'll be soon. That may be pushed into August, but if I can be bothered to drive up the M6 for an hour and a half, I'll be there and we'll get some content for Evictus. Up at the Blackpool this weekend, getting back on Valhalla. That's another story though with Valhalla. I've kind of given up with it, not because of the ride, because they just don't open it till 2 o'clock, and I get really frustrated with that. I mean, back in the day it used to open between 11 and 12, then it used to be 1-5 like it has been for years, and then now it's pushed it to 2 o'clock and it's 2-5. It's not good. Yeah, content for the viewers. Yeah, I'm just having a short break. If you watch the little preview, you know, the latest thing on there, just having a little bit of time off. But if I want to do a video, we'll jump back in, but probably be towards the end of July, and there'll be another video. It won't be a long break. So yeah. But no, that's why I've not been. But I will go and get the Evictus content, because obviously that's the main. That will be the highlight. You tell me having a break every week. Well, I do, but no, this is an official one. Yeah, little rest and recovery after your Rosperium overload. Yeah, well, to be fair, just between you, me, and 13 others, and everybody who watches this, the water hasn't done my fingers any good at all. I mean, that thumb was really, really dry. So, because obviously they're not filtered at all. It's kind of healed now, but that on the next day was really bad. So yeah, but then they're getting worse. Obviously, that was worse than actually being in the sea. You see, I know they dry up in the sea, but yeah, ideally, you don't really want to be getting that wet from that water, even though it's not that dangerous or anything. But you never know. It is Rosperium, and we don't know the chemical compounds of Rosperium as yet. Yeah, skin-eating bacteria detected in Rosperium. Imagine. Yeah, what I was going to do a joke on there. Oh yeah, about water quality or something. But yeah, and people are already saying that they want the fountains turned off as quick as we've got them. They want them off. But what you got to remember is there will be. There's plenty of time that they will be off. They'll only be on this month, next month, and that's it. And then you'll be back to Scarefest. You'll have plenty of time to ride it without them on, because they won't keep them on for no reason. And it's all automated and everything. It's not operator controlled. They won't just randomly turn on, because all that fun's gone now. Since the Smiler crash and everything, there's no fun at them parks. You've got to be, strict. We're having the fountains on from the 1st of July to the end of August. That's it. So I don't know, but be interesting to see if they get any rainy days and Techie goes in and turns them off. Or management decide, we're going to turn the fountains off. I mean, at what point do they go, right, we're not going to let, we are nice, and we're not going to get your trainers toxic trainers, because it will. Obviously, a toxic trainer's warning. Obviously, if you go on that or any water ride, if you don't dry your trainers within a few times and you keep them wet, when they are wet and you leave them in the car, and you get in the car, you'll go, what's that awful smell? It's your trainers, mate. Your trainers. So, but then when they're dry, they don't stink. So don't bin them or anything. They just stink while they're wet. And when they've only got damp, it makes it even worse. So just dry them out, and then the smell will go. And then spray them with some deodorant or something. There you go, Dean's toxic tip. For toxic trainers. There you go. So yeah, because a couple of my trainers have got toxic, you see, but now I've got all the Rosperium gear. It's easier just to do that, because you've got your I've got my wetsuit boots on, my wetsuit, and it's just easier. As much as it's a faff to get it on, and it's just easier to do that, job done, and then you've got less. You've got no clothes then to physically dry. You just got a wetsuit boots, job done. And then that technically should keep you warm. So I might actually go. What we got? Do you think you'll be able to fit everything in this? Well, I've got 2 days. Okay. See you, Sam. Yeah, having sausage and mash. Enjoy your sausage and mash. You already can play this back anyway when it's uploaded. So enjoy your tea. Have a banger on me. Have a banger for me. Trot. So yeah. Well, I've got 2 days in September, but there might be a second visit in 2026. So there's not too much rushing round. I'm not looking forward to if there's any heat days. Days that are really hot, because apparently there's not a lot of shade and stuff. But I'm trying to go in blind, and not second visit. You say, yeah? Well, I don't know. There might be. I don't know. So yeah. But yeah. So it's not too imperative that we get everything. But obviously, we will obviously try and bash out as much as we can in that. Don't know what order, because again, it's a new park. No one knows what order to do anything in just yet. I think another couple of months, people might start getting strategies. But I do need to do a little Dean video on the amount of stairs in there. Apparently there's lots of stairs. It's already seen a warning about stairs. So, which obviously you've got to be careful not to break your ankle on. Obviously. Nearly did that in Leesburg on Helix. So yeah, so no, looking forward to getting back, because I can have a chocolate ×5 at the Tootham Chocolate Emporium. Dread to think what they got to attempt to stay away from that pixie dust this time. Yeah, but maybe an Epcot visit. But I'm gutted because they've opened Test Track, haven't they, now for previews? And I don't know whether people have heard this. It's at the door at the end, just as you go out. There's a door that should spring open, and it's hit it. Out of all the years, I mean that attraction's that old. It's on its 3rd version, and then now in previews, it's hit the door. So I think there's no door now. Whether the door comes back. Is it broke? Well, I don't know whether you mean that the door's broke or the whole thing's broke. But it's been open for previews. But yeah, it was. I saw like a news story on it. Oh yeah, the door literally. So then that's propped open, but it's not the same. If you're lining up, ready, revving to go on it, and it's talking about this thing. I mean, the other one was fantastic. Test Track 2 with that door. You go to it, and then the last minute possible second it opens. Fine. It's like the Bulldog door in Stormforce 10. That never really worked. And the Bulldog door on 13, that doesn't always go down. But yes, that's another one. I think Rita will recover, but how long for is another matter. They're just doing a few reasons why it potentially has gone again. Obviously everybody knows that it has been fixed, and we think that the same things occurred again, and they're just trying to work out why it's done it again, because that's not good, is it, if they've done all that time. This is why I was a bit concerned for it, because obviously I always have it in the back of the mind on anything. So what do we have? Saw. We had Saw only open for a few days, didn't we? Well, it opened for a preview that I did it 10 times on the Friday. Come the Saturday, on opening day, it opened until about 12, and then it had a major incident. So it closed for 2 days. And then what's the other one? Obviously, I did mention, didn't I? I nearly got Hyperia. Totally forgot about that I'd even said about it. And then what did that one do? Shut for 3 weeks. So I always have it in the mind. And Hex, that was the other one. So I had to visit the Friday when it opened, just in case it went again. What did it do on the Saturday? It went again. But that was, again, only a tiny little error. Nothing to close it for a while. But yeah, you just think that I still don't understand how Hex did what it did on that day. How did they do all them tests and it did it once it had opened and they didn't spot it? And then obviously, but whoever did it was saying, right, it's not doing it again. We're going to take the old ones off and put them flat. Well, not even put any like theming on, because they were off. I mean, it was nothing major. Because them like door covers, the ride can run without it. It just looks awful. And it's been in the past, obviously back in the day, it's run pretty much fine. Well, it does. It just runs fine without them, and that's why they probably took them off. So yeah, but it's just the fact of why did it do it on that Pacific ride to get caught in the actual gondola? Out of all the tests they would have done. So it's bizarre. And then obviously the Sky ride, I don't know whether they've actually spent millions on it, but I just think that again they needed it open, but how that's just opened. You know, it's just falling apart, the places. It's just a shame, Alton Towers at the minute. You know, and I mean, Sean's just done a vlog showing the state of the monorail. That's on its last legs. You know, and the presentation. You know, all these parks, you don't go to Universal and, well, I may go to Universal and go, oh, look at the cost cutting and stuff, but Universal do cost cutting, because the first time I went was 2003, and between 2003 and now, or when I last went, I know that what used to be there, you know, certain things they have cost cutting, but obviously they have put in a new park. You know, I know different size budget, but obviously Popeye now closes an hour earlier. So they are doing things, because Popeye closes, if it's anything later, if the park closes any later than 7, the Popeye will now close an hour earlier than that, because it doesn't get its ridership. I mean, it does. Some people do. They ride it at night, but probably not enough to warrant it staying open. So they save about 5, at least 5 staff. I think there's at least 4 on the turntable. So you can understand where that's coming from, and it opens an hour later from the park opens. So, but you can see that's happening all over. But because you're going away and you're making an effort to go over there, you don't kind of see it, and you don't live over there, and you don't see all the rubbish. Whereas Towers, you know, it's literally, you know, I mean, the other little parks don't tend to do it as much. It just seems to be Towers, not even Thorpe. You know, not even Thorpe. It's just attention to detail and just a bit of care. That's all it is. You know, I'm surprised we got these fountains as quick as we did, because obviously I was expecting them the day after. You know, when they obviously drain the pools, because obviously somebody says, right, we'll actually get. Yeah, this is the thing. It's just Merlin neglect for Towers, but obviously the other management were just getting their money, so they were just doing the minimum. Can you be quiet, please? I'm trying to film. There you go. Yeah, all the management, you know, they were just tickety-boo. They'll just go along with it. Obviously, Francis Jackson's been on a podcast and talked about it all. But fair enough, Bianca did come in, and initially what she did do, she said infrastructure needs to be done, and they did. But putting a path down isn't going to go. It might shock us a lot that we go every week, but it's not going to improve the actual, you know, visit of the day. You know, and it's just everything's crumbling away. It's just like, oh, we'll patch it up. I mean, one year, you remember? I don't know. It was only a post on Twitter. But the Oblivion Tunnel, just when it says Oblivion beckons in T-5 minutes, please prepare for embarkation. In that little bit, it was literally falling down. There was a gaping hole in there. And this was on opening day. So I put it on Twitter, and then the next day they boarded it all up, and then within 2 days it was all done. But why was that left like that, looking awful, on opening day? And it shouldn't have to shouldn't be me, put it on Twitter for then it to go publicly, for them to then go, right, we need to cover it up, fix it, and then by the Thursday it was done. But you shouldn't be seeing rubbish on opening day, because it should be spick and span within reason, you know. So it is a shame. It's such a shame where we're going with them. But I'd love to know who's going to buy all these parks. If they're going to sell Towers, it's like, who's going to buy them? Yeah, our egg and chips was good today, in all things nice. So if you're ever down Poole, make sure you pop in and have our egg and chips in it's All Things Nice Cafe. You know, you can't go wrong with it. Ham, egg and chips, double egg and ham and chips. Might go and have, I'm quite hungry now, so I'll probably stay on for another 5 minutes or so, wrap it up now. It's 40 minutes. But I might go to this chippy. There's a lakeside chip shop. Quite expensive. It's about 16, 17 pound, but it's nice. But I was a bit gutted last time, because the first time I had it, they says, oh no, we can't do battleless fish, because we do them on the menu, on the other side of the menu, you know, just normal fish with no batter. So we couldn't do this meal deal without batter. So that's what she said, but little did I know is they did do it without batter. So when I came back the next time, I said nothing, and I got loads of batter on it. So this time I might ask again, and I'll say, oh, can you please, can I have this meal deal, but I just want the fish. They still put a little bit of batter on it, but if you eat the batter, you see, you fill yourself up, you see, and then not eat the fish. So yeah, so that's a bit of Dean rant from that. And it was quite nice, and you get a little Coke, but it's quite expensive. We got about £20 or something. But when you're away, it's not so bad, is it? I don't know whether this is going to stay on now. But yeah, it's not good times for Merlin, I'm afraid, for these towers, and it will be a shame. Hopefully we don't lose it, because we don't want it to go like American Adventure. Evening, Chelsea, how are you? Evening. Oh, not quite. There you go. There it is. Spelt correctly. Evening. How are you? On that note, I'm gonna pop off because I'm gonna actually. There you go. Oh, message retracted. There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna pop off. I've been on for 40 minutes, and people obviously on this platform, once it's done its stuff. No problem. I just thought about it. I thought, oh, I was going to try. I'm going to try YouTube, TikTok. But the problem with TikTok, it won't save it, will it? This will be saved, you see, in the servers. So at least, even though somebody can't watch it now, they can do at a later time, but it won't be live. So yeah, 40-minute live. So on that note, I'm going to go. I will be back soon with some more videos on the old YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, comment. See, just as I go in, all the others come up. Here they all are. Evening, William. How are you? Evening. Oh yeah, Walter Shame. Somebody else messaged that and sent a message, and that was hilarious. Walter Shame. Make sure you watch the latest vlog, because I did make a bit of an effort for that. And that's had 29 likes. Not had many views, it had 400 or so, but still I made some, you know, theming elements to that, and I made a bit of effort. But obviously the security weren't very happy, because when I came back in, just about to have a pizza and watch the latest vlog. But yeah, I'm still here, but yeah, no, they weren't happy. They were not happy when I come back in. They go, oh, where's that thing that you had on? Oh no. I said, no, I've gone and got changed. But I should, rather than me get stressed out and what they're on about, I should ask them, what is your problem? What am I going to do with it? You know, and so obviously watch that vlog, and I explain it slightly. It is in the wrong order, because obviously I filmed, I needed help for that, you see. So I filmed all that in the morning, or just, well, it's always evening, isn't it? But I filmed that first, then went back and got changed, then came back on the park, and then just basically padded it out, really. So yeah, on that note, I'm going. So Will can have his pizza, and he can watch this vlog that's latest. So if you've not watched any vlogs, there's loads on the channel from all over, so have a look at them. I'll be back soon, by the end of July, maybe sooner, but it probably will be end of July. I'll just chill out. If I do go to Towers, make sure you follow me on Twitter, X, or Instagram. I'll do them. They'll be live. So even if I'm not doing a video, you will get some live updates. And then I'm not technically gone, but you won't get a video. Unless I come up with a very good topic or a reason to do a video, I won't do one. But if I come up with something, we'll go with it. And on that note, here from Poole. See you in a bit. See you in a bit. I'm going to press this cross down here, look, for you. And then it says, are you sure you want to stop screaming? Streaming. There you go. Are you sure you want to stop screaming? Streaming. Here we go. Press end. See you in a bit. Ta-ra!